Today we're starting off in non-league football with a player, and we're going to take over their career and try and make them win the Ballon d'Or, as well as every other major trophy in the domestic game and the international game, I guess. They're 15, they've got a max potential ability, and we have got a few rules to abide by to help them on their way. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Joey Ebbinge. I'm sure we stumbled across this, I've definitely stumbled across this name in a video or something that I did somewhere down the line recently. And for the life of me, he must already be out on the channel at the time of recording, because I've been going through all my edits and stuff, and I've not found him again. It might come up in a different video, and if this video comes out first, and then you see me after the fact go on about this name of Joey Ebbinge, I apologise. Anyway, today we are here with Joey Ebbinge. I've put him at Maidstone. Why Maidstone, I hear you ask? Because they're in the lowest playable division in the current game in England. And Maidstone are one of the few teams in the Vanarama National League South or North that are professional, which means you'll get to train every day of the week instead of just twice a week as semi-professional clubs do. And also, George Ellacobi has a fantastic name and a dazzling smile. So I thought, why not give you our Wonderkid? Help you on your way, George. So Joey Ebbinge then. 85 current ability. He's got professional personality, good professionalism, good ambition, good consistency, good pressure. I've not tried to make them too good, but they do have 200 potential ability, which might be a little bit easy to win this Ballon d'Or, but we will see. There are a few rules we have to abide by. We have at our disposal the ability to make one transfer in the UK, but the club must have enough transfer budget to proportionately offer a bid that would be deemed acceptable. And what I mean by that is they must be offering somewhere in the mid-range of their current value. So, for example, if we go and have a look, not for sale. Of course he's not. Oh my God, will someone just be for sale? Right, Alisson, 92 million to 277 million. In my opinion, I think a bid of around 140 to 150 would be deemed very acceptable. Therefore, if that was the range, I would say at least 140, 150 million would have to be the price. So anyway, we have one transfer that we can do in the UK. We have one transfer that we can do abroad, and we have one loan move that we can do for an entire league season. The AI may get involved and do loan moves. The AI may get involved and do transfers. Now, we can't get in the way of those. However, we can utilise one of our trump cards if we don't like the move that's been made. But I might just see how things play out and as we go. So we've got a centre forward, Joey Ebbinge, got some good base attributes, got a nice little bit of natural fitness as well, for a bit of longevity to try and eke out that extra bit of career to try and win that Ballon d'Or. So without further ado, he's got one season at Maidstone at least. Let's go to the end of the first season. See how he gets on. So look at that. He's now up at 113. He started off the season at 85. So he's improved nearly 30 attribute points. And as you can see from his polygon and his attributes, he has improved greatly. I mean, his acceleration and pace now at 14 apiece, 13 finishing, 13 composure, 13 off the ball. He's becoming quite a decent striker. He's 6'1", good heading, not bad jumping reach. He's just filling out nicely. And for me, this polygon feels very Benny Sesko and Evan Ferguson-esque. Now, obviously, it's not as good as those yet, but do you know what I mean? Decent in the air, reasonable pace, good at attacking, just all round, not a specialist in one area. So, how did he do for Maidstone? Well, as you can see here, 48 games, 21 goals, and that's 48 starts. So that means they've played 48 games in the league. And they only have 46 league games. So there you go. Spoiler, got promoted. He managed to fire them to promotion, which is fantastic. Second in the top goal scorer charts as well. I mean, he did play 10 games more than Mbunya Alamanji and 8 games more than Aaron Jarvis. But hey, he got the goals, 3 assists as well. Now the question is, what do we do now? At 113, in my opinion, 18 to 55k. That's not a lot of money either, is it? Are we going to move him on? Because I don't think he's going to improve much at Maidstone in the Vanarama National League at this current ability. I think it'll be almost a wasted season. I think he needs to go up to at least League 2, maybe League 1. Right, where is he at? He's what, 113? Let's have a quick look then. Let's go. Robbie Blake's in charge. So I'll tell you what we're going to do as well. I think 18k to 55k is a little on the light side. We're going to break the rule from earlier. £100,000. His transfer is going to be 100k. And I think that's fair, right? I mean, really, obviously, we know the ability. He should be worth like 30, 40 million. Of course he should. But they're never going to get that in the Vanarama National League. I think £100,000, I think that's fair. If we look at the season preview, we've got, who's this? Elliot Lee. 108. So he could walk into any side in League Two. He'd replace Elliot Lee in the Media Dream 11. But Paul Mullin is the only striker that is better in League Two as it stands. And that's for Wrexham, who are touted to go up as champions considerably, 8-13. So I feel like I don't want to do that. I feel like I want to move up to League One. Right, 124 and 127. Okay, maybe not. What teams play two up top? Right, so Wimbledon played two up top. I'd like two up top so he's got more options to play up there and he can get assists and goals in the link-up play. So we need two up top as well. Right, so Barnsley are out. Blackpool are out. Bristol Rovers are in. Carlisle United out. Charlton out. Derby, no. Gillingham, Mansfield, Northampton Town. Now, isn't that a jazzy formation for League One? Plymouth Argyle, Stoke City, and Wigan Athletic. The 23rd in League One. So, who do we have? Stoke? Yeah, Stoke have got a lot of good players, so I don't think he'd get in the Stoke side. Who else? Wigan were 10th. Let's look at Wigan. Lee Carsley, position. Okay. Right, so they could play Duncan Watmore, who's better, 116. But I'm sorry, he can play on the wing as well. Josh McGuinness, Joe Rodwell-Grant and Josh Stones, all of them under 100 current ability. Sorry, Joe Rodwell-Grant at only 68. He's nowhere near ready for first team football. So we're going to walk into this Wigan side playing two up top and we should get games. Have they got the money? They do. They've got £2.7 million. He's going to Wigan, ladies and gentlemen. We're playing that card. There's the stamp animation because I can't edit. So there you go. Live stamp animation. Bang. I should learn how to edit, make some of these videos fancier. Anyway, on we move. Let's go to the next season. Moving first, shall we? £100,000 to Wigan. There you go. He's a Wigan player. Not happened yet. Wigan Vanuatu National League. He's not updated properly. Fine. Okay, let's go. I think this is going to be a good move for him. I think it's going to be a big move as well. He's still here. He's at 124, so he's improved another 11 attribute points. 15 in 44 is not great, but they've only got bloody promoted. They were meant to finish 10th, lest we forget. They've got promoted again. He's had 2 promotions in 2 years. Wigan getting promoted 5 points behind Derby, automatically, though, ahead of Sheffield Wednesday, who won in the playoffs. So, fair play. What happened then? We lost on the last day of the season as well. So, we could have Derby won. But they've still been ahead. Right, so Joey Ebbinge then, he's on £1,200 a week. He's 17 years old. He's now worth £3.5 to £10.5 million. He's now gone to the Championship where, again, personally, I would have liked another season in League One. But would that have been a waste? Would he have been too good and not improved as much in the league? I'm not too sure. Anyway, now he's in the Championship with Wigan. He's been playing a hell of a lot for Wigan, so I can't see why they look to replace him. Have they got much money? They've not really got a transfer budget. They've got Duncan Watmore and Joey Ebbinge up top. They've not... I mean, who's the best players in the squad? I mean, he's big man Ebbinge, isn't it? So it's the Ebster, the Ebmeister General, who's actually the best player in the squad anyway by 5 attribute points. So there's absolutely no way they're not going to play him. And there's no way they're going to waste their transfer budget bringing a player in who's better than him up front. I don't know if they could for £1.5 million. So I think another season for Wigan in the Championship is probably advisable, although they are slated to finish bottom. We haven't got a transfer to the UK at disposal. We could go abroad, but I think it's too early to go abroad. We could do a loan move, but then I don't really want to do a loan move. He's going to have to stay at Wigan. I quite want him to stay at Wigan, actually, to be fair. I think the AI might get involved and there might be a transfer happening at some point anyway. So let's move to 2026. Hang on. Cheeky little Ralph Watchwell here, shall we? Manager of Rangers. Oh, he's been to Austria already and he's left and gone to be the manager of Rangers. Look at this. Hired as Austria manager, resigned, gone to Rangers. He's now the manager of Rangers, 13th of the 8th, 2024. He's been there for a full year. Celtic won the league. Celtic won the league by 7 points. Ralph. So, okay, Joey Ebbinge, he's there at Wigan. He's going to be staying at Wigan. He's now 6'2". Let's look at his attributes, sorry. We've not really checked on his attributes. I've been waffling. I think I've been on this page, but look at that. Nicely rounding out. Very, very nice. Good determination, good acceleration and pace. That's moved up to 15 now. We're about to enter the realm of green attributes as well, which is going to make this profile page look a hell of a lot more appealing. Another season in the Championship. Or his debut season in the Championship. Another season for Wigan. Let's go. Right. He's moved to Arsenal. He's at 135. He's wanted by Sheffield United on loan. So bear with me. £10 million they paid Wigan in what looks like January. Yeah, Wigan. He got 7 in 22, and then he moved for 6 million, rising to 10 after add-ons. And obviously he's played 19 in 19 for the under-21s, but he hasn't played at all for the first team. He has came off the bench in the Champions League. I would have thought. Unai Emery's the manager. Where's Mikel? He left. He got to manage Bayern. Fair enough. There we go. That's a transfer that's been made by the AI. Not one I would have made personally. Not one I would have made. Did Wigan go down? It's not on his record, a relegation, but they bloody did. Lee Carsley's kept his job. Go on, Lee. Fair play to him. I mean, he got promoted out of nowhere. So you would have to say, give him a chance. Oh, only by 3 points as well. Bit of a turnaround on the last couple of games of the season. 3 teams on 49 points and 2 on 50 as well. Very tight. A couple more wins for Wigan and they could have been up in like 14th, 15th, 16th. Anyway, okay. So the Ebster. The ebbs and flows of this experiment are moving. He's at 135 and he's looking very good indeed. His acceleration's now at 16. He's 18 years old. He's got 3 under 21 caps and 9 under 21 goals. He has to play this season and he will not be playing for Arsenal, will he? At all. There's no way in hell. He's in the under-21s for a start. And with the fact that he's not played at all since coming in January, leads us to believe that he will be remaining in the under-21s. He's 135. Who have Arsenal got up top? Right, Thomas Lewis. No. Right, Marcus Thuram. But he can also play on the wing. Marcus Leonardo, who can also play on the wing. But yeah, again, he will be there. Eddie Nketiah, who's also better. Gabriel Jesus. Ethan Nwaneri. But he plays more as a midfielder and on the wing, but he can play up front. But he's got ability for days, so he's very good. Yasser Asprilla can also play up there. Yeah, Emil Smith Rowe, I believe, can. No, not really. Anyway, a lot of players in front of him, so almost certainly that a loan move is going to be needed. And I'm looking here, and it says wanted by Sheffield United would improve the quality of the starting 11. Well, let's have a look at Sheffield United then. Their senior squad. Ryan Brewster, he's better than him. He's better than anyone who would be playing up front for them. They play just the one up front, but he will be the best player in the squad. 135. Who have they got? Anil Ahmedhodzic at 140, centre-back. Ivo Grubic, under a transfer bid from Luton, wants to leave due to the club being relegated. I don't know why I said that. That's not what it says. I just said that. Like, that was automatic. Leave that in. Daniel Ponitz, Brandon Soppy. Yeah, so all the best players are actually not strikers. And someone who can actually play up front, I think the first person you can see is Ryan Brewster. And he's actually worse. He's at 132. And our guy's at 135. So I think Sheffield United is the club to go to. And they're expected to win the championship. So he should, in theory, be in a winning side, playing well, scoring lots of goals. This could be the season. Sheffield United, there's your loan move. Let's go. Playing the loan move card. Bang. Confetti, fireworks, all that jazz, or nothing, just me waffling. Moved to the club on loan, and I think 30th of June. Is that when loans normally expire? Fee to buy. Would that constitute as a transfer? A loan with a buy option? I think that would be cheesing things, wouldn't it? I think, no, he's going to have to go here, and he's going to have to go back to Arsenal, and we're going to hope that he's going to do enough to get a bit of first-team football at Arsenal. If he doesn't, we might have to deploy the abroad move just to get him game time. Let's go. 2027. Okay, well, what a bloody move that was. Look at how good he is now. 16 finishing, 16 composure, 16 pace, 16 acceleration, 17 jumping reach, 13 heading's a bit rubbish. Off the ball at 15 as well, that's great. How did he do at Sheffield United then? He got 19 in 39. That's disappointing for me. He finished 13th. I thought they were going to win it. The media said they're going to win it, and I was like, oh, get him there. Yeah, walk it. They finished 13th. Arbeloa was in charge because Leandro Jardim, he got sacked swiftly in October. Oh, that was embarrassing. That is embarrassing. 155 then for the Ebster. So he's now in Arsenal's first team. Let's have a look then. So here he is. He's the 14th best player in the Arsenal team. The 14th best player. Now, the problem with that is, if you include Martinelli, because I guess why not? Because he can play up front. You've got 4 players who are better than him. 4 players who are better than him. That being said, we have the potential ability to exceed all of them and be top of this pile. And I think we probably will be. We've just got to hope for a bit of squad option football and a few starts here and there and maybe get into the 160s and sort of overtake your Marcus Leonardo's and your Marcus Thurams. I think we definitely got to stay here for a season. We've got to give him the chance at Arsenal, haven't we? How are his hiddens doing? His hiddens look pretty similar. I don't think anything's changed in terms of his hidden attributes. It might seem like we're dilly-dallying and being it might seem like it's taking quite a long time in the early throes of his career. He's only 19, but do not fear. We will be doing bigger jumps later on. He's progressing faster now than he will at any point in his career, so now is the time to capitalise and sort of utilise all of our trump cards at our disposal. I do feel that the move abroad, I'm hoping to be able to hold on to that because I want to move him to either PSG, Real Madrid, Barcelona or Bayern Munich when maybe one of those teams is doing really well. potentially winning Champions Leagues, and we can then nick the Ballon d'Or via that method. Anyway, if he didn't get promoted with Sheffield United, he's the under-21 European under-21 Championship winner, England under-21s. The award winners, Bino Gittins was the best player. The Golden Boot was by Tor Martin Tapio, plays for Tromsø. Junior Krupi for France and Nicolo Tresoldi for Italy, making up the top 3. 9 in 20 for Ebbinge as well. So, okay, he's going to have a season at Arsenal. Let's go. Okay, so much better than I actually anticipated. He got 27 games, 13 goals, a goal every other game. That sounds great. Only 10 of those were starts. Hold on there, though, Pedro. 8 goals in 8 games in cup competitions. All of those starts. 11 continental appearances, 7 substitute appearances, 4 starts, 2 goals. That makes 22 starts, 24 off the bench, so 46 games played, 23 goals. He has literally scored a goal every other start. Yes, okay, 5 of them were penalties, but he's also got 15 and 13 in the under-21s. So really, this season, he scored 38 goals in, 60 games? With 24 of those being substitute appearances. So that is a fantastic return. And look at him now. Look at him now. He's at 171. He's now a Wonderkid. You better believe he's a Wonderkid, ladies and gentlemen. 20 years old. He's got 5 caps and 5 goals in 13 caps for England. He's also only gone and won the bloody Carabao Cup. He won the Carabao Cup in a 5-1 win against Liverpool, where he scored the 3rd goal. We can't look at it, unfortunately, but he scored the 3rd goal and he came off in the 86th minute. But Unai Emery has really given him some game time this season, which is fantastic to see. And as you can see now, not only is he better than Marcus Leonardo and Marcus Thuram, he is identical in ability to Gabriel Jesus, which means one more attribute point and he's better. And Martinelli plays on the left. He's about to be the best striker Arsenal have, and the only out-and-out striker. Everyone else can play on the wing, and they played 2 up top. He's going to become the main man this season. I think we've absolutely nailed it. I think the move to Wigan worked out brilliantly. I think the loan move to Sheffield United was, despite the fact they didn't get promoted, he got 20 attribute points and was brilliant, and then he's looked out with Arsenal. They've given him some game time. They didn't win the league, though, did they? Chelsea did. Arsenal finished 3rd, 7 points off the pace. Well, let's see if Joey Ebbinge can change that. So he's staying at Arsenal, going nowhere. We're going absolutely nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. £165,000 a week he's on, earning every single penny of it. Well, there you go. Look at that. He's at 186. 18 and 31. 8 and 13 in the Champions League. 13. 3 and 4 in cup games, which is a bit rubbish, but no substitute appearances this season, except internationally. 29 in 48. But look at him, he's rounded off brilliantly. Looks fantastic. His heading's maybe just a little bit off the pace, but his pace, acceleration, his jumping reach, finishing, dribbling, composure, off the ball, brilliant stuff. And the only winner won the Premier League. The only winner won the Premier League by 8 points, finishing 8 points ahead of Spurs. Only lost twice all season, losing to Man City and Wolves, no less. Young Player of the Year, Rodolfo Arnedo. He's pretty good. Bukayo Saka's Player of the Year has been for the last 4 years. Top goal scorer was Benjamin Sesko. Joey Ebbinge was 3rd. So Diego Jota at Chelsea. So look, Benjamin Sesko, let's have a look at him. Let's do a comparison. Because Benjamin Sesko is currently at 174. So he's actually worse than us now. But as I said, a very similar polygon, sort of in the growth spectrum. I mean, of course, I'm always going to have an eye for a Benny Sesko shaped polygon, as he's one of my favourite players on Football Manager, him and Evan Ferguson. Love a reasonably quick, big, strong striker. Lorenzo Luca, Last FM. Not so good on this one. Slightly heartbreaking. Was it Last FM or the one before? I don't know. Maybe both. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Both. I don't know. Whatever. 186. Anyway. And I'd not noticed this, but Arsenal won the first 2 Champions Leagues of the save game, then the 4th, and then the 6th. So in the 6 Champions Leagues that we've had, Arsenal have won 4 of them. And Joey Ebbinge has also won that. Now, so he's not won an FA Cup. The only thing he's not won yet, and then international stuff, I guess. Well, there you go. He's continuing to improve. He's now the best player in the Arsenal squad, level with Bukayo Saka. I'm sure he'll go one better. He's now on £325,000 a week, and unfortunately, he's not for sale. So we couldn't sell him, even if we wanted to. What would you do in that scenario? What would we do if we wanted to try and sell him? It'd have to be over 200 million, wouldn't it? I think over 200 million would probably get him for someone. Anyway, let's go. Only 30. He's wanted by PSG. He's at 198. He's world class. 28 in 31. He got 42 in 54 2 of them off the bench all season. The Premier Division, ironically, has actually been won by Man City by 2 points. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me they lost on the last day of the season. No, won 5-0 against Everton. Man City also won. Okay, when do we lose those points? We've got to go back and look. Well, Man City have just seen Man City draw, and we've won. And we've won again. So I feel like we were chasing Man City down, and they were dropping points. Yeah, we've won. Yeah, so I think we lost it much further back. In terms of the milestones, though, well, a domestic cup double, Carabao Cup and FA Cup. So we've now got an FA Cup to our name, which is brilliant to see. He's the English Players' Young Player of the Year, Jayhuahua, with 28 goals. Of course, he's the Premier Division's top goal scorer. 10 ahead of Florian Wirtz at Newcastle. And of course, the European Golden Shoe finishing ahead of Kylian Mbappe, who got 25, and Evan Guessand, who got 23. Now, PSG are wanting Jayhuahua, and he's now got a transfer fee of 112 million to 335 million pounds. So, with PSG might come in and might buy him for that. They haven't got the money for that. But that's not to say they couldn't sell someone, could they? They could easily sell someone for decent money and be able to afford him. So for me, with that hanging over us, I don't feel the need to make our move yet. I feel he's got unfinished business at Arsenal. I feel like we want to win that Premier League trophy again. We're gonna leave it in the hands of the football manager gods in this scenario. See if PSG do come in for him. Just out of interest, though, Real Madrid have just won the Champions League, and they have 193 million. They've got 268. Eddie Howe's in charge of Real Madrid. They've got 268 million pounds. Endrick, 190. Barcelona. How have Barcelona got $500 million? Vitor Roque. I mean, Barcelona are probably not the team, even though they've got the money at the moment. Although they do have like Pedri, Gavi, Ansu Fati. You know, I mean, but Gavi's quite poor on this one. 167. That's very low down. I think he's a 160 to 190 player. I don't know. Big money, though. They've got big money, Barcelona. I have Lamine Yamal as well. I feel like Barcelona or Real Madrid is the transfer that we do make when we do. If we do. Anyway, let's go and see if he goes to PSG. Let's go to 2031. Well, 200 out of 200. And he's won nothing. That being said, he's gone and got top goal scorer, golden boot in the league, with 24 goals, ahead of Erling Haaland. Got the Champions League golden boot, scoring 12, the same as Erling Haaland, actually. Young player of the season, European Men's Player of the Year award. No Ballon d'Or, though. Golden shoe runner-up behind Tati Castellanos. So Unai Emery still with Arsenal. The problem is, right, 2 points again. 2 points again. One on the final day. City won. Yeah, we won. And City won. Okay, fine. Didn't throw it away on the last day. No last day drama. 114 to 341 million. So we're talking, probably about about 200-ish million, just over 200 million. It'd be easily over 200 million pound we'd sell him for. So I think if it goes to not for sale, I think we've got to just do north of 200 million, and I think we're going to call that fair. Because we do want to utilise that transfer. He's 23 right now. We're going to do 2-year jump now. I'm going to go 2 more years to 2033. And if we've not moved from Arsenal, or nothing seems to be happening in terms of success, we're going to make that move to Real Madrid or Barcelona. We'll talk about that in a minute. 2033 then. So he's still here. He's wanted. Milestones. So in the last 2 years... Right, so we won the Premier League twice. Unai Emery's still here. We've not won another Champions League. Benny Sesko got 23 and we got 22. That's quite poor from us because we then got 28 the following season to get our golden boot back. It's me and Benny Sesko that are alternating. Erling Haaland hasn't had a look in for a few years anyway. So, Jayhuahua, he's fantastic, isn't he? How good is he? He's an elite striker. So, 108 million to 324. So, we're going to make that move. And what? 215? That's halfway in between, right? 215 million is about halfway. I think that's fair. I do think that's fair. So he's played his last game for Arsenal. He has played his last game for Arsenal. And look at that. Barcelona and Real Madrid have won the last 4 Champions Leagues between them. Okay, Real Madrid have got 229 million. Still got Eddie Howe in charge. How has he got the job? He's absolutely dominating. He's a favoured personnel. Eddie Howe is a favoured personnel of Real Madrid. Let that sink in. Right, we have had a quick check-in. So who've we got? We've got Endrick up front. Rodrigo and Vinicius and Peter Bate. Valverde, Kef and Thuram. Jude. Bruno Guimaraes. But he's 35, he's going. Josh Doig. Ruggieri. Lenny Yoro. Zeno de Bast. The fresh Prince of West Yorkshire fame. Diogo Costa in goal as well. A very good squad. And Camavinga, of course. Very good squad indeed. And Real Madrid have won the league quite a lot. So, no manager at Barcelona. Over $500 million. Where's this money coming from? Haven't they got debts upon debts upon debts? Best is in goal. They've got Koundé, Araujo, Michael Coyote at fullback. He's a very good fullback. One of the best on the game, in my opinion. 166 might be a bit low for him. I think he gets into the 170s very regularly. Ryan Gravenberch, Gavi, Ansu Fati, Pedri, Julian Duranville, who looks very good, Lamine Yamal, Jeremy Doku, Vitor Roque. So this is where my head's at. I love Jude Bellingham. So I would like to go to Real Madrid to play alongside Jude Bellingham. For the simple reason being that it's Jude Bellingham, isn't it? But he's 30. I think Saudi Arabia are going to come knocking in the next couple of years. But I don't think he's going to be there for that long. I could be wrong. But in Real Madrid, do have the upper hand at the moment. Now, realistically, you go to the team where you do the best, right? I feel like I'd do better at Barcelona. I feel like I can turn the tide in Barcelona's favour with league titles and Champions Leagues. Lamine Yamal, Pedri, Gavi, I just feel like I believe in the project. And 215 million is nothing for the £575 million budget. Luis Enrique's just left the role to go to Liverpool, so there's going to be a new manager coming in. I think we're going to Barcelona, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there's no think about it. We are going to Barcelona. There you go. £250 million. He's gone. And Kylian Mbappe is winning the Golden Ball. Maybe I should have been looking at this. Maybe I should have looked at this because Jude Bellingham's actually won it a couple of times from Spain. So maybe going to Spain was a good idea. But Kylian Mbappe is ripping it up in France. And he's not winning Champions Leagues to win the Ballon d'Or. He's just winning it. He's not winning Champions Leagues either, is he? He's just winning the French league, I assume, and doing very well in terms of his average rating. Oh, we finished third here. Third for Ebbinge. Second. 40 and 50. Bloody hell. Not even in the top three most recent season. Okay, well, we've gone to Barcelona then. Should we go? Let's go 3 years and see how we do in our first 3 years at Barca. Okay, we're a model professional. We've scored 29, 17 and 23 so far for Barcelona in the 3 years we've been there. Now, in our first season, we did win the league title by a point ahead of Real Madrid. That's satisfying, isn't it? With our goals really helping us out. If we look at top goal scorer, we were there. 29 goals. The top goal scorer, Gonzalo Ramos, took it off us, but then we've won it back most recently. Endrick down here on 19. So unfortunately, we have just won one La Liga title. Mikel Arteta's our manager. And Real Madrid have won a Champions League and we haven't. Starting to think I made a mistake. Starting to think I made a big mistake. Well, I can't undo it now. I've got no more cards to play. We are stuck at Barcelona. We've won the Spanish Cup. Excuse me. We've actually won it as an Arsenal player. So, yeah, we moved, but the 2032-33 thing was still calculating. We won it as an Arsenal player. So we've won the Ballon d'Or with Arsenal. So now we've got to win it with Barcelona, surely. We've got to win some Champions Leagues and we've got to win it with Barcelona. We've got to really take them on. And he's got to kick on. So 4 more years, 2040 will be 32. Right, 32 years young, the Spanish First Division. And, in 4 years, we've won it twice and we've come second, I assume, twice. Yeah, so we won there on 95 points. Real Madrid on 76. Then Real Madrid stormed back, getting 102 points. We got 91. We 4 points worse off than the previous season, and we lost the league title by 11 points. Work that one out. Then we got 93, so we're hella consistent. Real Madrid down at 80, and then most recently we're down at 86. Real Madrid on 90, so our 3 points totals of over 90 the previous seasons would have been enough there. Top goal scorer, well, in the last 5 years, we've won it 4 times. We got it 28 goals, 20 goals. Endrick got it there where we only got 19. Then we got 26 and 23. I think we were here for that one. So in terms of career stats, we're doing pretty well at Barcelona. Question is, have we won any Champions Leagues? Well, yes, we have. Beating Manchester United. United being beaten in the final 3 seasons in a row. To be fair, we were beaten in the final 2 seasons in a row. And our debut season for Barcelona, we actually lost to Man United. Then we've won it. No, it wasn't our debut season, sorry. Our debut season was here. 1, 2, 3. So we lost Champions League finals twice against both Manchester clubs. Then we beat United, getting a bit of revenge. And then Arsenal have won it most recently. Our old friends. United have taken over in the Premier League, though. Maybe losing Joey Ebbinge has not been good for Arsenal. Well, it certainly hasn't been good for Arsenal. Not winning much, are they? But that's impressive. That is impressive. So I'm very pleased with that. 118 goals in 143 caps for England. Let's have a quick look at England. And so no World Cups for England throughout this experiment. But we have won 2 Euros. So the World Cup is still something we'd like to win. Have we got any more golden balls? Yes, we have. Yes, we have in the 36-37 season. But this Ethan Nuhard is absolutely dominating. Cleaning up, we've got 3. We got 2. How many more can we get? I'd like to get 3. Another Champions League, another Spanish league. He's 32 though. Will he go to Saudi? Let's go should we just go? Let's go 4 years. We'll go 4 years and we might call it there at 36. Let's go to 2044. Well, I say we might call it there. He's calling it there. He's retiring in about 2 weeks' time. Down at 174, he can also play as a cam now. So how has he been getting on? Well, I think he's been playing as a cam last couple of seasons. And Atletico Madrid have won the league the last 2 years. They've just gone undefeated, drawing 10 times. We finished 4th. That's awful. Second that season, then we won it there by a point and we won it there by 6 points. So we have won 2 more La Ligas, no more Champions Leagues, sadly. Current Spanish Cup champions, winning 4-0 against Tenerife. What's Ebinge won? We got the Golden Boot in the World Cup. The Golden Boot World Cup. Sorry, we won the Golden Boot at the World Cup for the last 4 tournaments. Yet we never won the tournament. Runner-up in 2030, third place in 38 and 42. He's never not won a World Cup. He got 151 goals in 192 caps, which is fantastic. How many more Golden Balls have we won then? None. Lamine Yamal won, and then Ethan Nuhode won another 3. So we've won 2. 1 at Arsenal, 1 at Barcelona. I think the move to Barcelona was a big mistake. I think that's where it went wrong. I think we absolutely nailed this on the way up, and I feel we failed massively with that move to Barcelona. Everything else went perfectly. But let's have a good team of the year. Just a quick look at the team of the year. I want to see if he's in there. No, he's not. No. Lamine Yamal's at Arsenal. Moved for £95 million. When? Part of the reason I went to Barcelona was for Lamine Yamal. I wish he'd have stayed at Arsenal now. I'm on the bench. Joey Ebinge. Still says I'm playing for Arsenal. That's how bad my spell at Barcelona was. Oh... underwhelming in the end. I feel a bit flat after such a great start. But that was winning the Ballon d'Or with a player from non-league. Now, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I'd love to do that again in some capacity. Obviously, we'll probably go different position. Probably do a different current ability. Although different positions harder to win, so maybe 200 is probably needed, especially for a central mid or a centre back. But let me know in the comments below what position you potentially like me to do it with, and yeah, any suggestions on other little things that we can do. Maybe we're allowed to do more transfers and loan moves, or maybe there are challenges that he has to complete for us to actually have something to do. I don't know. Let me know your suggestions. Should we go and do it with Shrimpers? Make Shrimpers with max potential and just make him a couple of years younger. How old is Shrimpton? I don't know. Probably about 20, 19 maybe. Maybe a couple of years younger and up his ability and just go with Shrimpton. That might be an idea. Let me know in the comments again if you think that's a good idea. Other than that, yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Take good care of yourselves. I'll see you soon.